Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Four Letter Nerd. I'm your host, Mayhem Mike. I'm obviously not Russ on God, specifically when he was doing the quiz and he decided to change wardrobes on us in between the intro. But welcome. It's the Four Letter Nerd, a High Road Geek X Unlimited production. And today we are going to have a great show because we're going to talk about some things. Hold on, let me turn this off. We're going to talk about some things that aren't on this screen right here, but on the screen in front of you. First of all, let's bring in You Know You Want Him. You know you want him. You see his cakes and you know you want it. You see his cakes and Big Daddy Birdie, bring your cakes to the screen. Boom bow, boom, boom bow, boom, 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 boom.
I just need you to follow me around everywhere we go in life and just you are my announcer. Forget Morgan Freeman. Forget James Earl Jones. I need you. You're the ultimate hype man. Seriously.
I will do my best. Yes.
I know you will.
Big Daddy Birdie. I will. Yes, I'll do it. I'll do it for the Next up, obviously, not the famous impersonator from last week who I wasn't impersonating and vice versa and all this other stuff. She's cat. She's feline. Ooh, I like her. She's glue. All that good stuff and in between. Katarina Demascara.
Hello, my darlings. I have to say, you really are hyping us up today, and I hope it doesn't go to our heads.
It's already good. Already for mine. I'm sorry.
So you're already done.
I need my private
And
green
I'm
room.
spent.
Well deserved. That shit is
Right,
well
I'm spent.
You guys are amazing. And of course, last but not least, the man, the mystery, that guy, Reginald.
I don't get my name said. Wow, I don't get that. I'm just that guy now.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy.
Reggie, it's amazing you have light on you because I feel like there was so much shade right there for you.
Right? I just so much
turn
shade.
that lamp on.
Made your own halo.
It's so much shade though. But
Seriously, a lot of shade in that house. I didn't believe it.
it happens.
I feel like with Reginald, there should be Rayhem.
I'll be next week. So first of all, I just wanted to take a quick look. What do you guys think? Did I embody the look that obviously I'm not impersonating? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's a great effort. It's a great effort. I appreciate that effort.
That guy. I don't really listen to you. Everybody else. Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh.
And he wonders why. And he wonders why.
Man, we have a.
No, I don't think he wonders. I think he knows.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
It's cool. Nonetheless, guys, we have a great show. Today we're going to be talking about some great and classic stuff. We also have some big news. Before we get into this, has anybody even played Power World?
Haven't played
somebody
it.
told me about it the day after it came out and then hasn't played it since.
I was pressured, okay? I'm the victim here.
I have not played it, but I've watched trailers for it and I've seen it, and I've got a lot of people coming in talking about it. I've had people coming to GameStop asking me, like, yo, is this on physical? I'm like, nah, it's a digital download.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get it? It's a digital download. You have to go to it. It's mostly on PC, I believe, correct? It's not on Xbox.
You got to get it from Steam and Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, so it's mostly on PC more than you're not going to put it on Sony. So
right.
Yes.
So you know what? Do we have a trailer by any chance? We could bring that up at the YouTube.
Do we have the trip?
Have you met Ross Sun God?
I was just asking. I was being nice. I was trying to give him the point to shine. And he's over here
I'm here to do my job. What does this say? What does this say right here? What does this say?
YouTube.
Nothing, actually.
So this is a look at Power World. Power World honestly comes hot amongst the rise of
Pokemon. No, wait, no,
free
sorry.
stuff, if you will. The preview is out. I forget how much the game actually is.
$30 on Game Pass, 25 or 35 on Steam.
100% PlayStation dudes are jealous.
Yep.
Yes.
This is an amazing game, and it's like right after the Steamboat Mickey just went to free domain, and there have been numerous memes about not just Mickey but other Disney characters like Pinocchio, Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is Cartoon Network, Hanna-Barbera, and all this other stuff doing domain expansion, which is across from JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's been amazing. But what we love about this is that now it's going to force Pokemon Game Freak, particularly in Nintendo, to be up on their up game because this is a dope game. Yes, the concept is very familiar. Even some of the Pokemon are familiar, but they really thought the pals
Yeah.
the creatures, the POW creatures, are very familiar. But because they're not Pokemon, they're not called Pokemon because they're not. They have guns in the game.
We don't
or
want to get
whatnot.
sued. That's why.
Right. So they're able to skate around copyright infringement, patent, and I forget the other one. So being that they're able to kind of like operate in this open vicinity, you know what that means? That means Nintendo's like, we got to up the ante because not for nothing, if you play this game, it's actually pretty fun. It's pretty fun and dope. I want to show a clip real quick that I think I said yes. So right off the bat, that's the character I created. There's like a person you meet. I beat them up. I beat them up and I got wanted by the police. There were police on this island. Let's show the next clip. And I just want to kind of show you what you
The
go
Adventures of De La Mayhem.
Yes.
He met another human, and the first thing he thought was, "Let me whoop this guy's
They
ass."
were an
Yes.
NPC.
Yes.
They
That's
were
the-
an NPC.
But it's okay. He paid for it later.
See, this is the violence we're bringing to this.
So, you know, you can't jump on it. So I punched it. I did 1% of damage. And then it just looked around quizzical like, what? Did you just
It won't let
do
me
that?
ride it.
Right. You know? So then obviously he does like a big Kamehameha and then I'm good.
Jeez. You just said.
And that was the nice one because he was too far away. His regular one is this ground stomp that just kills everything that's not him in one hit. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm gonna let you guys talk about obviously, but the creators of Pokemon going after the creatures that resemble Pokemon, yes, but they have to have a strong case because the way copyright infringement, if the idea is kind of similar but not like the squint test, if I'm not mistaken, they can get away with it. If you got to squint to like see the difference, then they don't actually have to get away with it.
You don't need to squint. Come on now. There's a couple in there
It's
damn
well.
well.
Nintendo cops to come. Yes, and they could come as long as they want.
They've
but
been trying to shut this down for almost 2 years now.
It's not going to
Nintendo.
happen.
No.
Listen, Nintendo themselves, particularly Pokemon, are not the first game to capture creatures. They're not.
It's not what they refer
First time to give them
it
guns.
as creature capturing and battle system.
Hey, we domesticated them. Let's give him an AK-47 assault rifle.
The little monkey needs his AK-47. Look,
sorry,
you shoot the penguin out of a rocket launcher.
The what needs his AK-47?
The little monkey. He's a little green monkey. And he has an AK-47. And he will blast anyone in your way.
Monster Hunter, Digimon, 100%.
Oh,
Yokai
if you had one from the PlayStation, Monster Rancher, where you put in different CDs and got different monsters.
Yeah, wow. Callback, man.
You got Yokai Watch. That was another one that was all like ghosts and like demons and stuff like that. That was basically a rip off of Pokemon.
Yokai Watch and the anime.
Yep.
I'm not gonna hold you. I still think Digimon was way better. Okay.
We
Pokemon is based off of slavery. I'm just gonna say that right there. You know what I'm saying? You capture them, you make them fight, and then you capture it again.
Hey, really quick question. In Pokemon, they only captured the little Pokemon characters, correct? If I'm not mistaken, in Power World, you can enslave humans.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about slavery.
Yes.
All right.
So Power World is literally slavery with guns. But okay, let's not be negative.
That's just regular slavery.
We just set back relations.
Hey, I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, right.
What did you say, Kat? Look like you said something.
No, so we just set back relations 50 years. All right.
You know. But no, the game is fun. I'm gonna let you talk real quick. I have to plug in my computer. Apparently, I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna back out real quick. Reginald, take it away.
What did you do?
Love you.
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't
ready. He wasn't ready.
Was not. Oh, and as we speak about Power World, I come across a great meme for it as I'm going to go get stuff. So let me share this with you.
Oh, I'm down. Let me see this.
And you can see the goodness that is what I've got. It's true. This is exactly how it's going to be. This is exactly how it's going to be right here. It's that meme right there with Squidward. I don't want it. I don't want to do it. He's been fighting it his whole life, and he takes that one bite, and then you're in.
You know what though? This might actually force Nintendo in a way to update their model of Pokemon, right? And maybe change it up and make it a little bit more something similar to this. I could see them definitely doing this. They're going to do something with it. I thought you were
They
gonna make
will.
another clothing change or something. That would've been
No.
better.
Don't worry.
Gaming
Next week
cosplay or
I'm
something.
gonna cosplay as Burgie, and what I'm gonna do is not show up.
Ooh.
Do you see that? He's coming for daddy. He's coming for
Everybody.
daddy.
You came for daddy. Why?
Came for daddy.
Wait. So Shaw was just like, Kat, you're speaking, but we can't hear you. Die quietly, ma'am. Damn. What I did. It's the
You know
Neo
what you
Pet
did?
effect. Gigapets. Remember that?
Oh, Gigapets.
Speaking of slavery, you catch your heels. Yep, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, listen, man. I mean, it's a fun game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ark was also Ark Survival, another game that you go around dinosaurs. Modified dinosaurs.
I'm sorry. Did you say dinosaurs, sir?
No, dinosaurs. I said dinosaurs.
No, you said
Maybe
Diana.
I did.
Yeah.
I try to
I'm
emphasize
gonna bring it
dinosaurs.
back. I'm gonna make it a meme now. It's gonna be dinosaurs now.
Mm,
Good luck.
High five.
Bye.
Beautiful. Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
So
Yeah.
yeah, no. Like I said, it's not the first game. It's not going to be the last game. It's going to be fun either way. And I'm just looking forward to see what they do to kind of like get us to pay attention. Right now, there's over 1 million downloads. On Steam.
It was $1 million the day it came out.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. So
It
$1
was
million downloads.
1.18 million on
Look at that.
January 19th.
Look at that. So I'm just saying. And here we are, here from Jurassic Rock, Jurassic Rock, Diana Soy.
Go for him, Chandra. Go for him.
Whatever. Nintendo had the nerve to make a tweet about their games after Power Drop. They got roasted immediately. I mean, let's be real.
They did. It was bad.
2 million so far. They
I mean, you gotta look at it this way. Every time they release a new Pokemon game, it's been garbage. The last like 3 or 4 of them. Patchy, been glitches like crazy.
And their open world ones look lazy.
Listen, Nintendo and everybody else knows what they're doing. They're giving us just enough to keep coming back. All right. First of all, I think there's like 9 Pokemon gods. They're all like birds.
There's more gods than that because they keep adding them every generation. Like this god made just this part of the universe. Now this
Like
god
X and
made
Y,
that god.
Whatever. So there's so many Pokemon gods who.
Right.
So Pokemon has a multiverse theory. So there's that. Arguably, I find myself still siding with Team Rocket or Team Aqua, or whatever team is there, because at the end of the day, yes, their plans are stupid, but their hearts are in the right place. Meanwhile, the player, you're just like, hey, I'm going to capture you and use you to beat up everybody else. Sometimes people.
So they have nine gods, huh?
There's more than 9.
Has anybody told Kratos about this? I mean, I'm just saying.
He would decimate them. It wouldn't even be.
It wouldn't be fair.
You want to change up the game a little bit? I'm just saying.
Listen, I agree, but they're greedy. Like if anybody plays a Pokemon Go, there's certain things that they can do. Like for instance, like the raid passes, they can make it so that way you can use it more often, or with shadow Pokemon as well. But they're like, no, we want you to pay the money, and I get it. Microtransactions are dope, but and now I hope this
Microsoft's whole entire sales position right now.
No,
Sir,
that's EA.
I would like an endorsement from them, so I'm just gonna say,
yep. I mean, it's pretty bad when Phil Spector comes out a couple of years ago and said that, and goes, "No, people want to pay for microtransactions. That's what they want with games."
No, oh my God, you're right. This is their fault.
You're
not wrong.
Out
you're
of
not
this.
wrong.
They did. That's right. That
released.
damn horse armor started all the goddamn microtransactions.
And what kept it going was V-Bucks, Fortnite, and all those dances. I'm going to say something very controversial. Paul Mooney said it best. Nobody wants to be, but everybody wants to be. And in certain cultures, it's funny because like cultural appreciation. Anyway, it's just cultural appreciation, and it's not actual cultural appreciation, cultural appropriation. But look how much money they made. They could have given back. They could have definitely given back. But that's a topic for another day or whatever. I don't want to go too far with that. I think Power World is a good thing because competition makes them do better. Pokemon has been sniffing their own fingers for the longest.
Oh, agree.
I
agree.
You can take that whatever you want, but yeah, they've been. I think Digimon's the better one. And Digimon had the chance, but Pokemon was like, nah, and they
See,
flew off.
I like Digimon for the cartoons way better.
Agreed.
The cartoons for me, Digimon, I liked, Agumon and all those. Like, I was a big fan of that. I never really caught the Pokemon. I didn't get into it.
Set them on fire, explosion, fine. That other stuff go microwave. Well, once they all learned, particularly and it's not just from Fortnite, but also Grand Theft Auto. We're now getting Grand Theft Auto. Was it 6, right? 6.
Oh, eventually.
GTA 5.
Well, the next 2 years at least.
Generations.
Hopefully, the game is finished because most of the times, other games have been released and they weren't even finished. But I think these guys will finish it. Remember,
they only had 13 years to make it, so
right.
I mean, but look at the launch of Grand Theft Auto 5. Not everything was running smoothly first day or a couple of days after that either. But you know what kept them alive and not from making Grand Theft Auto 6? Was it the shark cards?
Shark cards.
Microtransactions. You could buy them at GameStop or online. I mean, hear me out, Bergie. I don't even know why people would want to go into a GameStop right now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was to obviously pre-order, but from shark cards transactions, Jesus.
We sold quite a bit for shark cards. I remember back in the day for Xbox and Sony. They were our best sellers for some time.
I never played GTA 5. What is a shark card? Shark or shot?
No, Shark, SHARK, and then they had other ones like Great White, Megalodon. They had other ones for them and stuff like that. And basically it was like 5, 10, 15. No, sorry, 5, 10, 25, 50, and $100 ones. And basically it was just DLC money. Basically the ultimate cheat code. You put it in, you got $1 million of cash, and you could buy whatever you wanted in the game and get stuff.
Okay.
That's what people did.
They made millions, if not billions, off of that.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Dead serious. So, I'm just saying microtransactions are the way. We have to deal with it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's gotten bad that even other games have even done it now. World of Warcraft was doing it for a while. The microtransactions in it. Everybody realized you could put a game out and you half-ass a game, and then you put it out there. And then
Call of Duty.
Pretty much every game that's coming out. How about Hogwarts that just came out for all the consoles? It was 10% was on the actual physical disc. So you spent $70 on a game, 10% of it was on there, and 90% of it you had to digitally download. So you didn't physically get a game, but you spent $70 for.
Roblox?
That's a scam. Roblox is a scam.
Oh,
Roblox employs child labor.
Wait, what?
Okay, so Roblox is like Minecraft. You can go build whatever you want on your world, and people chose to make games. Most of the games made on Roblox are made by kids. Some of those games, Roblox will reach out and be like, hey, we like your game. We're going to do an official thing with you and sponsor you. And you can earn money from the game you make from the people that play your game.
Oh.
They gave those kids like 5% of the money they made from people playing their games. And these kids spent hours making these games. Those kids' parents got pissed when they found out what happened. And they're still doing it to this day.
They need better lawyers.
I'm pretty sure that's not legal that you got into a verbal contract with an 8-year-old. But I mean, hey, that 8-year-old didn't know that he needed, a mob lawyer behind him. I'm just saying.
Right. And they needed a mob lawyer for these contracts. It was bad. I watched the video on it. It was bad.
Game mining ideas for free. Yeah, 100%. And it's still happening.
Yep.
All right. I guess we can move forward unless anybody else wants to add on anything from Power World by any chance.
Play it, download it,
support it. Don't actually necessarily buy anything else at the moment. We're waiting on that. Let's actually talk about some games. We actually had to list the best and worst board games. Okay, and I kind of went overboard, so I'm going to go last. However, because Kat has been staring at me specifically in my face.
I have not. I've been looking at whoever's talking at the moment.
Yep. And I happen to be talking. You see what I'm saying? Kat,
oh my God.
I would love for you to go first.
Get your head off yourself. It's not all about you. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I have a button for that.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Don't tell me what to do. However, I'm debating PC. That's fair. Mayhem got us all on Power and hasn't played since. Okay, so hear me out. Me and my boy Sword. Shout out to Sword. We were playing, and the game crashed. And I was like, all right, I'm done because I'm not doing it all over again. Not without friends. Like, okay, one thing about Power World is like you're building a base, capturing pals and whatnot, and doing all these other things. You eventually put the pals to work, but let's not talk about slavery. But it's fun when you have somebody like me who's going around punching everything and doing all this stuff. And I love that for me and y'all. But more importantly, I didn't want to do it again unless I had, Sword and everybody else that I wanted to play with. Y'all have been playing without me, and I feel hurt. On top of that, I created a character that can't transfer over the game, and allegedly supposed to be addressed in the new update. I'm lazy right now.
He walked up to Mr. Snuffleupagus and punched him, and Mr.
Snuffy deserved it. And technically, he's imaginary.
He fired a fireball on your ass. How imaginary is he now?
Right?
He said, "I got
a
this
gag and a
hold
shot
on."
collar or less caffeine, ma'am. We don't talk about kinks on this show, okay? But you can send us your submissions later. 100%. We need to create a world we can play out. Let's talk about board games because we're gonna be talking about all types of stuff.
But wait, sir.
Okay, sorry.
You sent me these pictures in an order. One of them looks like an announcement. So you said you got a surprise. So
this was.
I'm just going in the order of your pictures.
Dressing up as you was a surprise, and I'm going last. Kat is going first, who's been patiently waiting and looking at me. Go ahead, Kat.
I've actually made a point of not looking at you because you said
right. It's what you deserve.
No, I still see it.
I think it's like one of those when you walk by a portrait and it feels
The
like
eyes
the eyes are
follow.
moving.
The eyes always staring at you.
Yeah. I
So,
promise
madam, would you
you.
like to tell us about
Right
your
now,
best-
I'm staring at Spider-Man in Bergie's office because it seems like the safest thing to look
lot
at.
of them around here.
Pick one. Anyway.
So, which order are you gonna
your best.
put? Oh, okay. So we're gonna go with the rest. All right. So when we were talking about board games, I play a lot of board games and I play some really complex ones. But I felt like for this, I was trying to think of what makes a board game to me the best. That everyone can play it. It's not it's not so it's not so complicated that or it takes a long time to build or even a long time to play. It's a lot of fun, especially when you're playing with people that you know, because you can easily work around the constrictions of the game to kind of get as many as you can. And what I like to do with my family is we just do lightning rounds where we just go around and just go see how many we can get. And it makes it a lot of fun. So the board game that I picked as the best for those reasons is Taboo. If you have never played Taboo, you pick a card and it's got, say you have to make the person guess chicken, right? But you can't say egg, you can't say poultry, you can't say
Cluck.
Kentucky Fried, you can't say, like, there's a list of words that you cannot say to make them guess chicken. So let's just say I'm talking to like Bergie's on my team. I'd be like, it's the only food that Stephen Perry eats. And I'd be like chicken. He'll say like chicken nuggets, and we're like, yes.
What
and then,
is double fried chicken tenders?
Those are good.
And everyone can play it. You can play it with your grandma. You can play it with your cousins. You can play it with strangers. And it just is. And I think that is what makes it so great. The rules aren't complicated. Especially once you get into a rhythm, it's a heck of a lot of fun. Introducing alcohol or little bonus side things makes it even better. So that was my pick for best board game.
Most board games with booze are the best.
Right? Booze just makes it better.
Yeah.
Booze just makes everything even funnier. Also, in some ways, can make you smarter.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Some people do get philosophical when they're drunk or high.
Well, like for me, it's like I tend to overthink, but if I've had a drink, then my brain gets a little fuzzy, and it actually makes it easier for me to do things because I'm not analyzing everything so much.
There you go.
I've actually seen her drink, I think, 3 beers since I've met you.
At once?
No.
That's a legit question. Wait. At once?
I actually, where were we that I drank and you were surprised that I drank more than one drink? Oh, no, it was my coworkers. I had a drink with bourbon in it.
Whoa. Okay.
And they were quite surprised to see me drink that.
I want a drink right now.
I'm having a little iced coffee with our screwball in it.
You think this is water? It's not.
Oh my God, Alcohol Anonymous, here we come. Here we come.
I'm kidding, it's water.
Alcoholic.
Okay, now for my worst game. This game, the reason I called it the worst board game is because I was so hyped for this game.
I can see that.
If you know me, or if you know any of us that are born in this certain wheelhouse, this movie was so integral to a lot of us. A lot of people had their sexual awakenings with this film, or just loved it because of the fantasy aspect, the music, the puppetry. It had everything that you could ever want and more. And of course, David Bowie's codpiece. So when they said they were making a board game based on this film, I was fucking excited.
Look at
when she said they said their sexual awakening. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, what fucking board game was that? Like, Chutes and Ladders? Like, what
Operation?
are you talking about? Right?
I said a movie.
She said it was based on a movie.
And there are a lot of people who love Jennifer Connelly that said that she was their crush when they were younger. Would have you. Same thing with David Bowie as Jareth, where
still wouldn't say no.
People, like, question their sexuality or answer their sexuality. Who knows? So when this game came out, I pre-ordered it. So I paid full price for this. And one of the things that I thought was so exciting is that this was basically a one-shot D&D campaign, right? Already built in. The characters were built in. The skill sets were built in. It came with the dice. It came up with these standees. It came with these really awesome figurines, which I think
did they actually look like that though?
They do.
Okay.
They do. I'm not home, but when I get home, I can actually take a picture and send it to you guys. So that's what they look like. They're not painted. So that's exactly what they look like, but they look like the characters. They're really well done. And there are expansion packs that you can get, like the goblins and whatnot.
When did this come out?
I didn't. Oh gosh, I don't know.
So many years ago. So it's not recently or anything.
No, you can get it super cheap now because as the game came out and people were posting reviews, very few of them were positive. And the things that they were saying were positive, the things about the game that are positive is just like the artwork of the board game itself. The artwork,
what's positive about the game? The ending when it's over.
Well, yeah, even the ending was kind of disappointing. I don't want to get into too much detail of it, but it's basically you can play as any of these characters, and it's just a boring game. You pick a card, and then you're just rolling. And if you lose, then it's like you lose willpower. Jareth can jump across the field. You kind of take the path of the movie into the Goblin City. But if you play as anyone but Sarah, you stop at the Goblin City. Only Sarah can confront Jareth, which is dumb. Any one of you should be able to with whatever your skill set is. And the other thing is, like, the game is supposed to take place within 13 turns. So if you don't get there and defeat him by the 13th turn, then you're done anyway. And that's to represent the 13 hours that he gives her to get through the labyrinth. So you like all of these things sound cool in theory, but the cards are just very repetitive. They're boring. Nothing exciting happens. And even when you're facing Jareth at the end, you're rolling for willpower. And again, if you're not playing with Sarah, and this game is made for 4 players because Jareth is not a playable character. He is the arch villain at the end, like you're big bad. So you can play it with 1, 2, or 3 people, but it's meant to be played by 4, and it shows if you don't have everyone. You get sent to the oubliette, which basically you sit out a turn, but there's no. It was just really disappointingly boring, especially for a film that is not boring even to this day. So that's why I put it as the worst, because it would have been so easy for this game to be good. It would have been, and it would have been a great way to introduce people into D&D and just kind of get them in there and understand the different skill sets, what they can do, how to understand how you roll things. And everything that Jareth rolls is also a D20. So that also takes the whole, but one good thing too is if you get stuck in the oubliette with other characters, you guys can play together as a group. And then if you hit a card and you're rolling, everybody rolls, and whoever gets the highest roll with skill set to, the best roll is the one that you can use. So there's that, but you're basically just losing willpower, and there's really no bigger stake than that. So it was just.
This is one of those
really
games where They need to give refunds back. Jeez.
Well, the only reason I would recommend for someone to get this game is if they want to collect the figurines.
Fair enough.
And you can get them. You can totally get this pretty cheap. I did, like I said, I paid full price for this. I would not recommend you pay full price for this, but if you find it on the cheap, the expansion packs are also pretty cheap. Then you can get the figurines, and then you can create your own thing from there, or even use the board and create your own game.
There you go.
For that, it might be worth it. But the game as it came in was just
disappointing.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And that to me is what made it the worst.
ugh.
Understood.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing. Let's add that to the list of never buying again. Next up, I'm going to take it to the left side and go
Left
to
side.
Reginald. It's my left side. Mhm.
You're up there on my upper right.
It's different for everybody.
Look,
Okay,
no, sir,
roll
you're
with
wrong.
it. Just
Sir, you're
roll with it because it's left for me. And I'm the host who's wearing the collared shirt. You know who's not?
wrong. Me. You're right. I'm not wearing the color.
Anyway, when he comes back, he'll go. It's me.
There we go.
I'm the problem. It's me. Come back in here, Reginald.
Now he's like, nah. He's like, nah, forget this shit. I'm out.
Reggie, it's your turn. Please let us
Thank
know
you,
your
sir.
best and worst game that you chose. Board game, excuse me.
Thank you, sir. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. So
I like-
my first one, I love this game, but the way it plays is so maddening. And it's a wonderful game. Everything behind it is so good. The story is good. The skills you get are good. And it's just sometimes it gets overwhelming because you have to go through this story while defeating enemies. And sometimes there are way too many enemies on the board to do anything. And it gets frustrating. We loved it. It took us 8 sessions to get through 4 chapters because one chapter kept killing us over and over. And we're like, I'm done. I'm done. So we had to finagle some things and, house rule it a few times to get through it. But the game is a wonderful game. And the name of the game of the game is Wonder Book. It literally comes in a pop-up storybook. It is awesome and
cool.
amazing.
Does the girl in purple have a gun in her hand?
It's a bow and arrow.
It looks like a gun. I want her.
It's a bow and sir. You don't hold a gun like this. Look
No,
It looks like she's holding it like this.
I thought you was talking about the purple hair one.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah, the
about.
purple-haired guy. Yeah, no, he has a firearm
Okay.
of some type. It shoots soda.
So he has a gun.
It shoots soda cans.
He has a gun,
No.
ladies and
Shoots soda
gentlemen.
cans.
But he
and
said
ooh.
firearm, and I'm like, no, he doesn't have any fire.
I think we're
You
all
said it
joking
as
tonight.
2 distinct words. Firearm.
He does have a firearm.
Firearm.
A gun.
He has a weapon that fires projectiles rapidly, but it's mainly used to shoot goo.
A fire gun.
Can.
So that's a firearm.
I mean, there's no fire involved in the
Okay.
projectile of anything inside.
The purple guy with the arm of fire that fires bullets, which isn't a gun. I would like to choose him and change that to a fire gun. Thank you.
Nerf.
He's got a flamethrower.
Yes,
There
it's a
you go.
Nerf. It's a Nerf
It's a
projectile
flamethrower.
launcher.
As Chandra says, pew pew.
Yes, it's a pew pew. Minus, like it says in the title of the show, pew pew.
Yeah, pew pew. Pew pew.
Anyway, it's great, but there are some mechanics in the game, such as the spawning of.
That is
Yeah, I
really
it's
cool
in a
looking.
pop-up book. It is literally a pop-up book.
That's neat. I like that.
So
I
the
like
first
that
level
too.
is on the back of the book, and then you open the book to traverse through the next 3 chapters.
Oh, that's cool.
And it is fun. There are some aspects that are really, really fun. And then there's some that drive you mad. Because this chapter, dear God, we got mad at this chapter. We got so mad at this chapter. This chapter, it took most of our playthrough to get through.
Okay.
And it was maddening.
And this
so
is one of
these are
your
the bad
favorite
guys.
games of all time?
No, this is my worst. It's not worse because I hate it. It's worse because I wanted it to be better. Like Cat, I wanted it to be better. The premise was there. The playability was not.
I mean, you
Yeah.
look at it; it looks like it
It
would be a
looks
game that
gorgeous.
little kids
Yeah.
would go bonkers for, or
Yeah.
something like that to play.
Yeah.
This would drive small children
pop-up
mad, and they
book?
would not want to play it.
Mhm.
Okay.
They'll just
Yeah.
want to fuck with the book, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Mia did most of the time. She kept trying to open the book to see what we were going to be messing with. So yeah, so you got the tree here and you got the dragon that attaches here. This once you defeat him, you actually open this up to another one inside this one, and then you turn the page and the book is so well done. It is so awesome.
I'm not gonna
Not
lie
so
to you.
good.
I think you sold me on this. I definitely want to at
You
least
want
look
to
at
play
or
it,
not
but
buy
I'm letting you know you're gonna get mad
Mhm.
at the way it plays.
All right.
I want people to play it, but I want you to understand you're gonna hate it in the middle.
Hey, I drop a 10 for that. I spend a cool $10 for that game.
I mean, it's gonna run you a little bit more than that. Do you not see just the box it comes in?
You're right.
That's gonna run you more than 10.
$12.50 it is.
And then the thing that looks like a satchel / treasure chest there.
Right? Right? All these cards and all these figurines are printed. There's 10 of these guys, four heroes, and all the pop-up heroes and villains that you run across. But it's a great game, except for 2 chapters in the middle. They're gonna drive you mad. And then actually there's a hidden compartment to the game where you know it's hidden, but you don't know what it's gonna get you in the end. And I don't want to spoil that for those that are gonna play it, but it's a great feature in the game because your morality actually comes into play in the game.
Is it the bog
Okay.
of misery or something?
No, it's not the bog of misery.
The
And it's not
fucking
the-
misery.
It's not the bog of eternal stench either, but it's good. There is a good payoff for everything that you do in the game. So that is my worst game, but it's not really the worst. I'm just mad at how it operated because it got frustrating.
What's
But
the
it has so much potential.
what's the fire gun, but not really fire
70
gun firearm?
It's $75.
$75?
Yes.
Good Lord.
I might pay that.
Someone
what
got
was-
a Groupon ticket for that? or something?
right, you know? What was the fire gun's name?
His name is
If you
Sid.
remember. Sid, all
Pepe Le Pew Pew.
right. Pepe Le Pew Pew. Le Pew Pew, man.
Le Pew Pew.
No,
I
I'm
have
sorry,
a
but-
firearm that's not actually a firearm.
it shoots goo in cans. There's no fire.
Sorry, my imagination says it's a flamethrower with bullets. So
I mean, sure.
The Labyrinth game is $40 and it's 32% off. the original
Nice.
ticket price.
I'm going with Pew Pew first. 'Cause pew pew.
Yes, let's.
Good, Reggie. I'm sorry. Tell us your
No, you're
best.
fine for the most part. And my best game is this wonderful living game that changes every single time you play it. And this, my friends, it's a board game that also has a digital add-on, and it is called Mansions of Madness. This is one of those Cthulhu level games. This is like the base level, and there's like 3 levels. There's Mansions of Madness, and I always forget what they're called. But there's this one, and then there's the mid-size one, and then there's the big one that literally can take you a month to play one campaign. And they are wonderful. And with this one, you literally get a new adventure, and you choose who you're going to be in the beginning because you don't know what you're going to play because it's always random. You could play the same scenario and get it completely different every single time. Basically, there's a Cthulhu monster out to either invade the world, come into the world, or just drive everyone mad. And it's your investigator's purpose to not let that happen. And so you go around collecting clues, you collect artifacts, you fight monsters, you try not to go crazy, you try not to become incapacitated. And it is just a wonderfully done game, especially if you have the digital companion, which is this part here. Man, this game is so good. If you like Cthulhu and you like mystery games, you need this, and you need all the other 2 bigger versions. But get this one first. Get your feet wet, and you, man, just play the game.
Okay.
You build the board as you go. It's wonderful. Get the game.
You know what? If it's so, maybe we'll play that. Maybe like I don't know. Maybe like once out of every week we'll play. Well, you're gonna come once a week. Maybe one. You know, maybe every 2 episodes. We'll
times
play
a
that
year.
game. Yeah, you'll do that. That sounds. It sounds amazing. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Remember when games used to come with like a CD that you put in and then it'd be like interactive or whatever? Was it CD or VHS? Might have been one of them.
No,
Yeah. This,
There's
DVD.
there's a few
DVD.
VHS ones.
okay. Yeah. So this is what it sounds like, and it sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie to
It
you.
is. Oh my god, it is so wonderful. you need this. Go get this. If you love board games, go get. I mean, look at this. Granted, that's a painted figure. Actually, that's the figure that Mia's been playing the last few games because she looks like she wants her uppies.
Hugs.
Mystery gamers, where you have to actually solve the murders, are amazing. Where'd it go? Especially if you like that. Yeah, 100%.
And so,
Yep.
and the sad part is, this isn't even a boss. That's a mid boss, and it's that big. There are some large things that you don't want to run into in this game.
Yeah, definitely will.
Yeah, they get bad. And
All right,
those are my board games. Best.
You got some solid choices. You knocked Kat off from 9. You got a 9. She's got an 8. Still love over here. Burginald, it's your time to shine.
All right. Which one are you going with first for me?
And I think this is fair. I think this is fair.
Three first.
My worst 3 first? All
Yes.
right. There's reasons I picked these games as a kid.
I know why you picked them, and I understand completely.
Fucking hate them all.
Wow.
These games,
Reginald.
these games are ones that like
acting up.
Show the first one.
I will show the first one.
You're doing.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Right? Seriously.
Here's okay. Can I just say one thing about Risk? Okay.
Go for it.
It's not that it's a bad game. It's what it does to everybody else to you. No. Because I had nice people who played it, but they made it seem like they weren't competitive and that they weren't assholes. And instead they buried me.
It's like, wait, why are you taking over half of Africa? What are you doing?
Go ahead, Virgie. I'm sorry.
I like my buddy Scott. I refuse to play this game with him. I'd throat punch him if I ever played it with him again. Like this game, like now Scotty's ultra competitive and everything like that. But bro, when this game came out, it was like cutthroat level. Like he literally thought he was the dictator of the world. Like he was cutthroat in this game. I just did not like this game just for the simple fact of that. And like, I don't know, it just never one of those games I wanted to play as a kid growing up. And thank God it's pretty much died a slow death since then because you don't want to really talk about it much. Yeah, I'm not holding back on this one. My next one is almost as bad. And I feel like this. Well, see, this was supposed to be my number one worst game
I didn't even
of
order.
all.
My apologies. Here we go.
This is the second one I hate the most because one, people cheat in this damn game.
100%.
I don't give a flying shit what you say.
You're a liar.
You know, when you sitting there like B5 or something, like miss bullshit. You moved your freaking battleship. Don't give me that shit.
Yep.
Don't give me that.
Yep.
Let me see the board.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You know, like don't give me that. So this always used to drive me nuts. I hated this game as a kid. My little brother used to cheat in this game, and we used to play it in school and stuff like that. I hated this game. Did not like it. And they made a movie about this that was just as bad. Starred,
that's right, the Hasbro movie.
Yep, it starred Sierra in it, I think it was.
No,
Rihanna.
Was it
Rihanna?
Rihanna?
Sorry.
It
was Rihanna. My bad. Bad movie. Alien playing leapfrog in the freaking ocean.
No, when they hit all those things and like the missiles and they went down the side of the ship, I was like, come on.
Yep. But when it's leapfrogging from like quadrant to quadrant, I'm like, what the mother effer?
Oh my God. How inebriated were you when you watched it?
Oh, I was sober. I guys
should have been inebriated.
You guys know that I love bad movies.
Yeah, this was
this is known information.
Okay, this is
I like bad movies.
So my number one most hated board game of all time, and this is just for the simple fact that this game ruins friendships, families. There's houseware that's ruined because people
before
flip
you
a table.
even start playing the game because of which icon you want.
Right.
You gotta pick who gets the thimble, who gets the car,
the thimble or the race car.
Yeah, and there's always somebody who's like, I always play this. And
let me ask a question.
What
was your preferred icon?
The ship.
Virgie? Okay, you said ship.
I really didn't give two shits. Like, just give me a piece. I didn't care. I was not like those other people.
Reginald?
Race car.
It was either race car or the iron for me. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah, I remember the iron. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah. But this was one of those games like I just hated, and then depends on the rules that no one ever like followed the damn rules that came in the box, and then you'd make up your own rules. You pass go, you get $200, but if you pass go, like or landed on go too many times. You had to go to jail. Like, it depends on which household you played in. There was different rules for it.
Right.
Oh, I hated this
And
game.
a game
like,
could last for freaking days.
ever. And then,
especially if people didn't want to sell.
Yep.
Yes. I remember this. Me and my best friend Eric and his wife Jess, at the time, her friend Lindsay, we were playing this game. After we got so bad in this game, I got so heated with this game with Lindsay, I didn't talk to her for a year. That's how bad this game was. I hated her.
Over a game?
Hated her.
A board game.
Exactly. That's why I say this is the worst game ever. This game, there's memes out there. It's like, oh my God, I caused 3 fights. And then another one's like, oh, I did this and this. And then Monopoly's like, here, hold my beer. I've ruined millions of families.
Fair
and
enough.
It's the God's honest truth.
Fair enough.
And they have tournaments for this that last days.
Yeah.
Days for this. Nope. I'm all set. This is the shittiest game ever because it ruins families. Now, do I collect some of these because they are collectible ones, like Patriots ones, stuff like that? Yes. Will I ever play them? No way in hell.
Good.
Nope.
Okay.
I refuse to download the damn Monopoly game that's on the phone. Like that Monopoly game that's on the phone right now. That everyone's downloading. Nope. Forget it.
If they sold just like the pieces, like the little the token game, I call them
like
icons, but whatever the hell they're called,
edition
especially for their special edition ones, nobody would ever buy a board game again because that's all we want is a little figurines.
Yep. That's it.
True.
That's it. Now,
a
couple of my
a
couple of my favorite ones that are coming up now. These are ones I remember as a kid playing, and I loved playing with my nieces, my nephews, and stuff like that. There's some other ones in here I enjoyed playing as a kid growing up and stuff, and then also as an adult playing with the little kids and stuff like that because they're just fun. They hark friendliness and fun times. Nope, that's definitely
Battleship.
It
was him.
Operation was one of these games I loved as a kid because you always had to get the funny bone out and whatnot, and the little zap. And then if you were competitive with your little brother, you always bumped him on the elbow or something like that. You caused me to do that. I didn't do it. I just loved this game as a kid growing up. And this is one I still think that to this day, a lot of families still play with their children. And this to me is a fun game for me for a board game.
Also, the part of the starter kit of board games for why Gen X have the issues that we do.
Yeah. we know what's really hurting. We know it's a funny bone. We know what it is. We don't need to go to the doctor. We got it right here.
Exactly.
Right. My next one is all right. So this was supposed to be my number one, but we'll go with it right here. So it's all good. So Clue to me was one of the ultimate games. It's a thinking man's game. You had to figure out, the professor, Mustard or whatever it is with the
Colonel Mustard with the rope.
That's Colonel Mustard with the rope. And did he do it in the library or the kitchen or something like that? And they made this into one of the greatest movies, I think, personally, in my generation. I absolutely love
the second one with
Tim Curry.
Yes, there we go.
Tim Curry and all those folks in it. Like that to me, that movie was absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this game just for the simple fact I would love to play this anytime anybody ever wants to play it. Let's play Clue. I've not played this in years. I'm down. Let's go.
Let's
do
it.
Right, cool. I know what I'm bringing to Comic-Con.
I hate it's too many variables.
Too many variables. This was one of my favorite games as a kid.
You brought me back.
As a kid growing up, Candyland was one of those like Candyland, Shoots and Ladders, all these games. Like these were fun to play, but you could also get a little cutthroat with your parents when you were a kid or something like that, because they always cheating a little bit or something, And I remember my mom
kids absolutely cheat on this game.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, we cheated in this game as Candyland. Hey, the after party, I might have time. We'll play it in the lobby.
There you go.
We should do that.
Right? We'll video it and play it. Yeah, I'm down with it. But Candyland is one of those games, and obviously, I kind of feel like they've made this into a video game, board game into a movie. If you think about it, because I feel like Wreck-It Ralph was kind of like Candyland with some of it, where they've done some of that with the levels that they were in it for the original Wreck-It Ralph. So I feel like they kind of brought that into a movie to go with it. So I thought that was kind of neat. This is one of those games I love playing. I will always play with a kid. Anytime a little kid comes out and be like, I want to play this game. Let's go. I'm sitting down. Let's play. Candyland, it's just a fun game. And it's simple. It's easy. You don't have to take 3 days to play it. You can play it in less than 20 minutes, a half hour, whatever. Reset, replay. That to me, I like games like that because you don't have to go forever. So those were my picks for games that I love playing. I didn't know we were all going to get all like crazy with computers and whatnot and stuff. I went all basic board games.
No, mine were just board games. I didn't.
Look, I only had one that was.
Yeah, Reginald.
Look, it's a great game. Just go play the game.
Right?
All right.
I think that mansion one you were talking about, that'd be fun. Like, I wouldn't mind doing that if we played that like through here and did it.
I want to play the fire gun.
Kinda
one.
good.
I want to play with the fire gun.
Pew 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 pew.
All right. We got to wrap this up. So I'm gonna breeze through mine really quickly. Bergie, pretty good. I'm gonna give you a 9. I'm gonna give you 9.2 because you gave me 3. Okay. Let's do this really quickly, and then we can talk about that last topic. So when I picked my board games, what I didn't realize would happen to me would make me reminisce the nostalgia feelings of actually playing these games and having these games. And as you guys know, I'm a dad of a 2-year-old, and I saw the age range. I was like, I want you to play some of these games because I think they will help you, your social skills, your developmental skills. And these are just great games to have. Now, I went off the deep end. I posted a lot. So we're gonna wham bam, thank you, ma'am, kind of this. Okay. I apologize. Reginald, if you would please.
You buying us all dinner afterwards? No, I'm just
Oh, Connect 4.
fantastic
Let me
game.
tell you about Connect 4. Connect 4
No,
is
we
one of
don't. We
those
don't have time.
games you think you're smart in. You think what did you say?
You said we don't have time for that.
Okay.
I'm just fucking.
I know you're right. You
I know.
think you're smart in until somebody shows you the hell up and you get
This
so
is the
upset.
If you don't know how to play Connect 4, Google it.
And
No,
then
but
on
this
top-
is one of those games that you think you got somebody, you're like, oh, I got him. I'm next move. And they drop it, and you're like, I didn't
What?
see that coming.
And
Right?
this is arguably the one game that is addicting because you need to win. Like you
Mhm.
can't walk away unless you win, no matter how many times you get beat up. All right, let's move forward, right? But Connect 4, I think, is a staple. You need to have this in your house. Trouble.
Oh, hell no.
Trouble at the time was good. But then we played it was like, oh my God, I hate everybody. Okay. I hate everybody.
Yep.
It was so easy for them to land on you and send you all the way back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God. Let's move forward. Still a great game, fun to play with good people, right? Let's move forward. Monopoly. Bergie, I hear you. Monopoly is like Uno, is like spades, is like BS or bullshit if you know that game.
Mhm.
You have to set the rules first
Yep.
before you play the game because otherwise they're going to be at your throat and nothing's going to get done.
Mm-mm.
Right.
I still like it to have fun to play, but not every now and again. Let's move forward. What was this? Is this
Guess
Clue?
who?
No,
Guess
Who's
Who.
sorry.
Oh,
Guess
yeah, I
Who's
remember
sorry.
this game. This is a good game.
What an amazing game.
Yep.
Because as a kid, you'd be like, does he have a mustache, whatever? But as an adult, you'd be like, does he seem like a loser who still lives with his mom in the basement?
I
You
used
can
to
make
make
this
those
so
videos
much
like
fun.
No, the worst is when you like get through your whole board and you're like, is it this person? They're like, no. And you're like, come on. And then it turns out that they answered one of your questions wrong.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That
Does
Yeah.
this person look like they should be on How to Date a Predator?
Those are
Because
things
some
you
of
can
those,
say as an
things out there
adult.
did look good.
But you can make this fun as you get older. So I thought that was dope. Let's move forward. Twister. Here's my
Not at my
NDA.
age
Not even my
anymore.
NDA.
I was going to say maybe with slap bracelets
Right.
or
So
those sticky hand things.
right. So Twister is fun if people are able to move.
Your
Otherwise,
body.
it's a short game. Everybody's falling. Let's move forward.
Over
But
the
it's
age of
fun.
40, you're dead.
Checkers.
Maybe tape it to a wall. I don't know.
get your feet up there.
You know
if
what?
you
Kat?
do it
Come-
like horizontally, not vertically, then it's not that bad.
So, checkers.
workshop
Checkers
it.
is a
Just go with
Checkers
it,
is a dope game. They have Air Twister now. Oh my goodness,
Mhm.
Cat, you may be onto something. Air Checkers, I think, is the thinking man game. I think everybody should have and play checkers to a certain point. It helps, I think, with developmental skills. You do have to set the rules because there's a game called Flying Kings where literally you could just fly across the board. That's not usual. Okay, apparently, but who knows? Maybe it is. Let's move forward.
You playing with some sketchy people, sir.
Right?
Hey, I'm black. We make up our rules as we go. We constantly arguing with the pickers of Uno. They don't know how to play their own game. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
see,
yeah.
this one is another one that's gonna cause fights when it's
Yep.
like, oh, it's a word.
That's not a word.
That's why you have to have the dictionary or the dictionary.com app.
But it
So
could
that
be
way
a
you can
word in
look
the
it up.
dictionary, but like,
Right. So
but only for Scrabble, you know.
I think this
Weird.
game was kind of slept on for a lot of families, only because a lot of people didn't like the idea of creating and knowing words because it may have seemed like above their education or maybe just rating or whatever. But this is a fun game, and we end up having what's that? Words with Friends, which is pretty much Scrabble, but
Yeah.
digitally.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
I was bad on words. I was like, I had 10
It's a
people.
black thing. It is.
It's not just though.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
I do that too.
Fair enough.
Trust me, I
Let's
saw
move
you on
forward.
the
I
TV
don't-
during
I
that
don't have
Detroit
time.
Lions
We
San Fran game.
Oh,
yell
okay.
at we yell at the TV.
No, but we act like we having a whole conversation. You know what? We're gonna talk about that. We move forward.
You know, we'll do it. We'll do that.
We'll do it. Reginald, please.
We're doing it now, we're
Hungry,
talking
hungry hippos. I don't care what you say. This is a fun game, whether you're a kid or an adult.
They have
I
this
got
on
to
Game
play a
Busters.
life-size version of this.
I
this
want to
on
do
Game
the
Busters.
life-size version of this.
It was fun and weird, but fun.
My
I
daughter
can
has
definitely
wedged herself
see
in
Virgie
between
and the
couch
boys
and wall.
playing that, and
I'm gonna have to
it
go over this
being
really quickly
hilarious.
because I gotta save her. She's between a wedge and a wall. Why
Go
are
get
you
your
back
baby.
there?
You're good. Go get your
No.
baby.
I got 3 minutes. Come on, let's go. Operation. I mean, come on. It's a great game. Let's move forward.
Hey, look, it's the other reason
Oh,
I
I love
has
this
anxiety.
No, this is where my anxiety stems from.
Yep.
So I wanted to give that disclosure. If you have anxiety, this is not the perfect, because you're going to keep looking at the time and it's like, oh, whatever. But if you're able to put your anxiety away and have fun with this game, it's amazing because no matter how many times you expect it to go off, it goes off and surprises everybody.
Yep.
But more importantly, how close you get to action. I've never completed that in my life. You know
Not
what I'm
in a
saying?
whole
I
minute.
would love to, and I would love to do it drunk. So that's just 2 goals in my life. Let's move forward. I think I got like a couple more, and then we'll
Nope, that was it.
That was it. Okay.
You have other things.
Okay.
But this is all your board games.
Since I'm here, I'm going to make this funny. The next topic was things that geeks, nerds shouldn't be afraid of, right? And I'm going to make this funny, and then I'm going to go get my daughter. Okay? Ready, Reginald?
I put the pictures up in the order you sent them. So
Let's do
what you want?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Are you
We'll
wanting?
do it live, Reginald.
You want
We'll
that
do
one?
it
I know
live.
which one you want. I know what you want.
Ready?
Yeah. They're not gonna like this, but it's gonna be funny.
Mousetrap was dope. Kerplunk was dope as well.
Mhm.
Don't Wake Daddy. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, Don't Wake
Yeah.
Daddy. You know what's crazy? I remember a lot of the commercial songs for these things, man.
Yeah.
Right?
I need to be paid for this. It's not a thing
Hey,
to be
for
paid
what?
for something.
Knowing things?
Okay,
It's not the Mandela effect.
fair enough. All right, come on, let's go. Let's do this. Ready? Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. First of all,
Damn right, I look sexy as hell.
if you are a cosplayer,
Jamie from Legging Last got us all with this shit. She told us, "Oh, this is my last shirt."
Shadow, right? Or a collector. Can you show the second? Do you have the second picture? Can you show the second picture, please?
Swear to God.
Yes.
Picture.
There's a
behind my
reason why.
desk. Yep.
If
Do it
you
with-
are a collector of sorts, there's nothing to be afraid. Now, I understand as a collector, it's kind of borderline between hoarder and collector. I get it. But you see that man's background, there's nothing wrong with it. You should never be afraid of the possessions you have and the people you come across.
You
All
should
right, let's
see
move
his
forward.
work office too. It looks just like that.
Oh my God. Next one. Please.
Which one do you want next?
Whichever one. I don't care. They're in any order. All right. If you are a cosplay, once again, especially for the women that are out there, for some reason, for the last 2 years, female cosplayers have been getting a lot of slack. Fuck that shit. Whether the person is black, white, Chinese, whatever, do that shit. Do that shit well. Come collect. The only thing I will say is, whether male or female or whatever you identify, bring deodorant, because I hear y'all cosplayers be killing shit.
I follow the middle one, the one that's Ahsoka. She is an amazing cosplayer.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, this I thought
That's
it was a full
Cutie
picture.
Pie, right? Cutie Pie Sensei?
Yep, Cutie Pie Sensei. Yep.
Yo,
I also love cross-gender cosplay too, where
Cosplay.
oh god, yes, thank you. Yes.
So-
all of
so
it. Eat it right up. Do
however
it.
you identify, come with it. Come with the shits. Next one, please, because we are running out. We ran out of time.
I gotta go all the way back now. Back to the
Do it.
future.
Back. Oh,
Oh,
gamers. So if you are a gamer, as I am a gamer, as Reginald is a gamer, as Kat is thinking about it, and Virgin
I
is here with
used to be a gamer.
you know, she's
I'm
too busy beating
retired.
people up. Hey, gang. Yo, don't be afraid of that. These things, and it's funny too, because my dad, you know, I gotta shout him out for this one. He used to be like, "Why do you play the game so much?" And you know, like, what do you? I don't understand why you watch people watch games. I said it's the same thing that you're doing when you're watching sports. You're literally watching someone play a thing that you enjoy for a team that you like. You understand? And ironically, if I became a game engineer or another, so I could have made money. Hell, streaming on YouTube had I gotten, I could have been a famous gamer, you know, a blogger.
You could have been ninja before ninja.
But I had to listen to my dad and go listen and look at pre-law and whatnot.
Hell, me and Fusco were
Exactly.
originally Jackass before Jackass for some of the stuff we did. Thank God there was no cameras back then.
Man, you ain't never lied. So, you know, my selection was just be who you are and enjoy it. There's a market for everything. And as the world, we are growing, which is weird because there's a lot of shit, the dumb shit that we're doing. There's a niche for you. There's a niche for you. You're gonna meet resistance, but if you do things and you do it well, and especially if you pay homage to the originals, nobody's gonna stop you. Nobody's gonna stop you. You understand? I brought up Burgie because if anybody knows Burgie, he's an all-around guy. He's a collector. He's a lot. I don't even know what to call jack of all trades. But
Geek of all
definitely
trades.
he's a great example. He's a great example. He's one of
That's
the many that I
mine.
It is.
So-
Oh.
So
But it
guess
flows
who's going
into it.
next? Let me go get my baby. I'm sorry. Later.
Look at you, baby.
It was my it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought
So
he was introducing
what he
Virgie.
was saying flowed into what you were going to be saying. So I'm like,
Right.
I'll bring
This was the only thing that I put in because I don't think that there's anything that you should be ashamed of to begin with. So you shouldn't not be ashamed. I'm saying it wrong, but you know what I mean. Be who
Yes,
you
I know
are.
what you mean. Yes.
It's all cool. If you're into it, it's cool. Like I was saying before, I love crossplay. I love people who are just super enthusiastic about the things that they love, whether it's Catan or D&D or
Thank
I
you.
don't gaming console. I used to be a PC gamer until my eyes retired me. But yeah, there's nothing for you to be ashamed of.
Did not say
There is nothing cooler than someone loving what they love with everything that they are.
Yes.
I want to say something about Lala. Yeah, the grandpa that plays Call of Duty, that mofo is
Bro.
nasty.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Those
old people that
headshots.
forgetful, speaking of old people and their forgetfulness, I sent this man the clip of the grandfather getting the 5 headshots, and then he sends it right back the next morning. I'm like, sir, I literally just
I forgot you were the one that sent it to me.
I'm like, Grandpa.
But did you see that 1,000 meter freaking head snipe he did? Holy
Yes.
shnikes.
I
I've
love
seen
it.
that
He's like,
video as well.
I love it when
So-
when the grandpa's like, you better not miss because I won't. And he did not. You saw
Jeez.
somebody parachute off the building like, nah, I'm out, bro. I'm out. I'd rather die in the ground than up there.
All right. We got to move forward. I'm sorry.
All right.
We got
Well,
to get ready to end the show.
I didn't send any images for this or anything like that, but that was one of the things I wanted to talk about. Was like as Mayhem threw me front and center on a few of them.
If you want to pull up his picture, put it up there.
It's all
The
good.
one pointing. The one pointing.
I was gonna sit there and say that being like something that we shouldn't be ashamed of is also kind of look at what we do. Like for me and personally, like I work for a Comic-Con and I work for GameStop. And the funny thing, it was not funny, but one of the things like me, like I'm a single guy trying to date and sit there and explain to people that I work for Comic-Cons for a convention or I work for GameStop. And people like, I can tell people judge me on these things because they're like, oh, you play with toys all the time or you collect something. And I'm like, you know what? You just aren't the one I want to talk to right now. And I move on. So that's to me is like what that is because of that, the stigma that we play with toys. They don't understand the convention industry and how much it is a multi-million-dollar industry and what people put on with that. But there are people that do that. And I collect stuff. I collect comics. I collect toys. I'm a sports guy. I love playing sports, watching sports. You know, I'm an avid reader. I read probably a book a month. You know, I try to stay up on it, but with 2 jobs and working and stuff like that, doing podcasts and hanging out with friends, I still have time to read a book a month. You know, people don't understand that, but you know, get over yourselves and your stigmas against us. Because us nerds are what are cool now. When I was a kid growing up, yeah, we were kind of like, we were the oddballs. But now, oh, you work for Comic-Con, Bergie? Shit, can you get me in the meeting? No.
Right?
No. Now I'm the gatekeeper in a way.
There you go.
But for my fellow nerds, I got you all. The rest of them, the hell with you. But that's to me. That to me is like some of the stuff, that stigma that, you know, that goes with it. It sucks. And it's shitty. But
yeah. Also,
Thank
Bergie
you.
has some great legs. You know, he's black from the waist down, but them legs, oh, man, you see it right there. If we could,
I need a tan.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ, that shit's white.
Take you to a beach, turn you golden brown, baby. You be all right.
Pork, the other white meat.
Okay, Reginald, please.
For me, it's just enjoy what you enjoy, like what you like, and let me take it back to the 80s. Don't harsh on anybody else's mellow. If it makes them happy, let them enjoy it. If you see somebody geeking out, even if you don't understand it, don't be like, oh, why do you like? No, it's like, cool. It's cool that you like that. I don't understand it. It's not my thing. You enjoy it. Like, oh my God, my wife is all about Minecraft, and now currently Power.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. But
the new crack.
Right? Just enjoy what you enjoy. Don't let people bring you down because you're trying to enjoy something as yourself. You don't understand the looks I get when I'm looking at the Hot Wheels, and I just see people walk by and they're like, why is this adult in the Hot Wheels? Because they're cheap, they're fun, and I enjoy them. Like, seriously.
More adults over the age of 50 buy Hot Wheels than anybody else I've ever met in my life.
This is true. And the enjoyment that I get watching a car that I painted and put weights in and did the wheels and put the graphite on it, watching it on YouTube on my TV. Do you understand how awesome it is? Even when my cars are shitty going down the track, I yell at my cars all the damn time. What the hell are you doing? Why are you driving so? It's so fun. Don't let anyone make you feel less than for enjoying something, especially something geeky, especially something nerdy, because they don't understand it. I've met so many awesome people because of the things that I do. I mean, literally, that's how I got the 3 of you. Literally, because I'm a geek, I got the 3 of you, and I've got you 3 awesome people in my life, and it's all the better for it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Comic-Con, probably wouldn't have met any of you.
So
I'm a little salty because you call the things you create cars, but you can't call the guy with the actual gun in his hand with the fire and the fire gun.
There's no fire involved in the projectiles.
Good night, people. This has been the Full Letter Nerd, the Hierarchy
my
Geeks Unlimited
gosh.
production. Reggie doesn't like fire guns. He's got it.
No
He's got
pew-pew.
a bias to it.
No pew pew.
No pew pew. Until next time, folks, this has been Mayhem Cat, not Mayhem again. Big Daddy Bergie. Deuces.
Good night.
No.
No, I'm pushing the button. You cannot stop me. I'm pushing the button.